What's up, guys? It's Kev.
This is Del.
And I am Tibby.
And we are
the Wayang Crew.
Hee hee. Welcome, everyone, to yet another episode of the Wayang Crew podcast. Woo-hoo. What's up, guys? It's, of course, your weekly movie podcast where we talk about all things movies and, of course, movies that are playing here in local Brunei cinemas. I'm your host, Kev, as usual. And up next is my co-host. It's Del.
Hello.
What's up, Del?
Kind of a hectic week. Cause doing my day job, doing my day job, and then not that I'm complaining or not that I'm boasting as well, but I gotta fly off again on Tuesday.
All right. It's don't forget goodies for me and Tibby.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think I can remember this.
Super simple detail. All right, up next, it's my other co-host. He's back. He's been missing the last couple episodes. It's Tibby.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
I think same as anyone else. Same as Del, busy with my job and also other stuff.
Like
brouhaha.
Like life.
Yeah. Like life also.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
I'm back.
Okay, if you're just listening in for the first time, this is, of course, a podcast where we talk about everything with regards to movies. And this week, we're doing a review of a movie that's playing now in local Brunei cinemas. It's called Happy Death Day. We'll be talking about that later on in the show. But first, let's get to the weekly segment, which kicks off the show. It's the news, and big news this week, second week with big Star Wars news, Del. The Star Wars Han Solo movie title and logo has been revealed.
Oh, yeah.
Solo.
It's just called Solo. A Star Wars story.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't like these names and titles that uses a very normal, generic one English word. Because imagine if I were to Google this.
Yeah.
What am I gonna get? There's no way I can Google Solo.
You can say Solo the movie.
Solo the movie.
You're gonna Google Solo, and then the first hit that comes out is you're all alone by yourself.
Definition of solo: being alone and lonely.
But what did you think about the announcement video put out by director Ron Howard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. It was I think ever since he took over the production, the directing, he's been putting a lot of pictures on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And then all of them look interesting, and he looks like he's having fun. And this latest one, not the latest, but there's another one with these two other writers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But for the video that he did to announce the title, I thought, it was very, very simple, but yet very effective and entertaining. Chewbacca handed him the logo.
Yeah, they tried to inject some humor into it,
much like J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
The Force Awakens.
That's true. That's true.
I just googled Solo the movie. It's an Indian movie.
That's why Hollywood, please.
Well, this is not out yet. That's why. So when this comes out, then hopefully
probably
the Indian movie will be the second result. All right. Next bit of news. We've heard a lot from this particular individual, Jared Leto, over the last couple of weeks with regards to his foray into the DCEU and how he's not sure whether he'll play the Joker moving forward. He has now come out and said that he's confirmed to be involved in TRON 3.
TRON 3.
Yeah.
He confirmed it?
Yeah, he confirmed it.
So when is it coming out? No idea.
No, it hasn't.
TRON is this laser thingy.
Yeah. TRON is a movie where people go into the computer world and they have to battle out in games to get out or to.
They have vehicles with laser lightings at the side.
Yes.
Like a trailblazer kind of thing, like the lasers that comes from the back wheel. I don't know how to explain it.
It's like a light trail.
Light trail.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, he's apparently confirmed that he's in TRON 3.
Is it like the way he's involved in Blade Runner?
As in
he doesn't really appear that much.
He could not be in it, and we wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's much needed for somebody like his star power to go into Tron, because the last one didn't do that well.
Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
Yes, it didn't do that well. Although I thought it did enough to warrant another sequel, but I guess I think they've changed studios now. The rights have been sold off.
Oh, it's not Disney anymore?
Is it still Disney? I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, apparently this third chapter is called Tron Ascension. Yep, it doesn't really say which studio.
Right. I thought I read somewhere that the rights have been sold off, but I may be wrong. So, but anyway, he's a good addition. Let's see where they go. But then, these things that the director Kosinski, he wanted. I'm talking about the second movie's director. He wanted to do the third one almost immediately, and he's been trying to get it off the ground, but I think the studio didn't want it. So I don't know if Kosinski's still involved, but let's.
Well, he was supposed to return, so that hasn't been announced yet whether he will be returning. But then Leto has come out in front of it and said that I am involved in this.
Okay.
All right, we'll see. Moving along, next bit of news. We talked about It, which is one of the biggest horror movies of all time now.
Of all time.
Yep, and it has been revealed that a cutscene featuring Pennywise eating a baby was, cut out from the movie.
Ew.
I don't know if that was something that anyone wanted to see. Maybe it'll come in the director's cut.
I'll tell you what. I'll watch this before I'll watch the supposed carnal scene.
Oh, okay. The
That,
Carnals.
Oh, yeah.
that's supposed to follow at the end of the movie. I'll watch this before I watch that.
All right. Now, the actor who plays Pennywise was asked at on a podcast, and he said, well, not this podcast, but a podcast. And he said there was a scene that we shot that was a flashback from the 1600s before Pennywise became Pennywise. He was still that interdimensional monster. And the scene turned out really, really disturbing. And I'm not the clown. I look more like myself, so he looked more human. It was disturbing and sort of a backstory for what it is or where Pennywise came from.
Right.
So this was like before the interdimensional monster that becomes Pennywise takes up the form of Pennywise.
Okay.
And he's eating an infant. I don't want to see that.
So that means Pennywise is like a
Shape-shifting.
Could be just a baby going into a light, because he's actually like original form is like light beams.
Oh. But he did say he looks like a man.
Oh, like
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
You're not listening, bro. Next up, we have a report that came in, and I don't know who will be happy at this news, but there is a Detective Pikachu movie, and it's going to start filming in January 2018.
A movie.
Yes, a live-action movie starring the popular Pokemon character. Yeah, and it will be filming in January 2018.
Is it in Japanese?
In London? No, it's
it's English.
it's an English movie.
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
I've read this news about them wanting to do a Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
A couple of years back.
Because there is a series of like anime comic books,
Yeah.
which is Pikachu and he's a detective. And
Yes.
yeah. So Legendary Entertainment, the same people who are bringing us things like Pacific Rim, they have acquired the rights and they're making this film, this Pikachu or Detective Pikachu. I don't know. I don't know if I have to ask. Do you want to see this movie?
First time I read this news about wanting to do a movie about Pikachu. Now again, listening to you saying that they are going into production, I still have the same reaction. I could not care less. It's not targeted for me. I've never seen the manga or the anime. So, but if the trailers come out and it's good, I might give it a go.
Can you imagine if this was like a thriller movie, not like a
cannot imagine.
not like a cutie Pikachu kind of thing. It's more like a Pikachu.
That didn't sound thrilling.
It sounds the same.
All right.
I'm sure they made this movie for the Pokemon fans. They probably have like 2 generations of Pokemon fans by now.
Especially another generation with the Pokemon Go app.
Yeah.
Right.
I admit I played it for.
No, wait, we all of us
Oh,
here.
right,
played
okay.
it. So
I was one of those in Banda walking around.
Yep.
Yayasan, back and forth. like 2 hours a night.
And then it died.
Yep, I've deleted the app.
It just fell off the deep end, didn't it? It just went.
Yeah.
It was so popular. Yay!
Yeah.
Gone. It's like within a week, no one was playing it.
There's some people still playing.
There are still people playing it.
Yeah, like level 30 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actual Pokemon fans.
The real fan.
Yeah, the real fans. Not like us.
The rest of us were just fad people.
like how I make fun of other Star Wars supposed fans.
All right, a bit of news on Jurassic World, which is the sequel to to Jurassic World. We had a title, I can't remember it right now, but there is some concept art that came out which shows the new Indominus Rex, which is a hybrid of a T-Rex with some raptor DNA and whatnot that we saw in Jurassic World. And yeah, it's downright monstrous. Apparently, it's going to be much bigger than the Indominus Rex that we saw in the last film. Yeah, because we saw in the last film that doctor, the Chinese doctor, he did the same thing. He pulled a Dennis Nedry, and he stole the DNA and whatnot, and he flew off. So this could be, I don't know, the story could see him selling off the DNA to a rival company, and then now they have their own dinosaurs, but they might have added some other things in there.
So it's getting bigger.
It's got like a little horn here.
It's never gonna stop, is it? It's like they're always gonna get bigger every movie.
They have to.
If they keep getting bigger, how are they gonna be taken down? They're gonna have to fly in Godzilla or King Kong.
Oh, we have some news on Godzilla, but that's for later on.
Oh, okay. I'm interested in Jurassic World sequel.
The sequel. I'll definitely go and watch it.
Yeah.
Whether or not I accept it is another thing. All right. Okay. We have very famously on this show had a segment within the news where it's Marvel news versus DC news. And this week, guess what, guys? It's all about Marvel this week.
Ooh.
We have barely any DC news. I think
Finally they stopped talking.
That's a good thing.
I think it's because they know that there's something on the line that's coming up, which is Justice League, and they're like, you know what? For the next 2 weeks, just shh.
No, well, they haven't gone completely silent. They've been promoting with posters and featurettes. And last week was Aquaman week. This week's the Flash week.
Yeah,
I think next week's Cyborg.
But nothing negative, nothing controversial.
Yeah. So it's just plain promotion.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Starting off with the Marvel news. Thor Ragnarok. Early reviews, we talked about this last week, are almost universally fantastic. So no one has come out and panned this movie. This movie is apparently going to be
good.
One of the best Marvel movies out there. It's a different take on the Marvel universe.
I wouldn't celebrate that soon because I think those reviewers or those who have gone to see the movie are fans of Marvel.
You're right.
Yeah, of Thor. So their reviews are positive. I think somebody said Rotten Tomatoes, they are currently at 100%. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
I don't follow Rotten Tomatoes scoring.
Yeah, I mean, if it is that, it only means that everyone who's gone to it has given it a positive review, nothing negative. But does not mean that the movie is like 100% fantastic.
Yeah.
So it is going to go down. If it is 100% or even 90%, it definitely will go down on the Rotten Tomatoes side. But I am excited to watch this movie. I'm a fan of Thor ever since the first movie. The first movie was one of those origin movies that was just fantastic.
Fish out of water scenario.
And
for him.
For Kenneth Branagh to direct that movie in a Shakespearean way is so fitting for Thor. And the universe he created was great. The second movie wasn't as on that level, but I'm really hoping that this one will surpass the first one.
Yeah, this is coming out here in Brunei on next Wednesday, Thursday. So you're looking at the 25th, 26th of October. So yeah, if you haven't got your tickets and you're excited to see this, it's going to be playing in our local cinemas. Yeah, so let us know what you think of this movie via email or via social accounts later on. Here's some quotes from film critics. There's one that says that this film is breathlessly action-packed and comic superhero tale with plenty of excitement and silliness throughout.
That sounds a lot like Power Rangers.
Yeah, and it's Variety has called this film a welcome dose of self-parody in the character's standalone series.
I don't understand that quote actually, because from my anticipation and my impression of the first trailer, it feels like such a different movie where it is not as comedic as the first two.
Yep.
because the first one looked quite dark. Him losing the hammer, and then Hela looks really dark as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know this director, Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything by him, and supposedly he's quite funny.
Yeah, apparently he's good at like, you know, humor and injecting into scenes, and the cast and crew of Thor Ragnarok have been raving about how he's, you know, let them loose and so he's open to it.
So it could be a comedy, more of a comedy than
A serious one
thriller?
like the previous two.
Yeah. It's definitely less serious than the first two.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Chibi, how excited are you about this?
I don't want to put my expectations too high because I like the trailer and I don't want to get disappointed. Like some movies, I like the trailer and the movie turned out to be bad, like Transformers. What?
So you're saving your...
Yeah, I wanna keep things right in the middle. I'll still watch it, but hopefully I enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll watch it for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next bit of Marvel news. Avengers 4 casting call has been put out, and it suggests a death in the film, which is quite likely.
Captain America.
We don't know. It's not said or anything. This was on a casting call, and it says that they're looking for mourners, men and women over the age of 18, all ethnicities to portray mourners, especially looking for good character looks and expressive faces. This will be a photo selected by the film's director. Size restrictions: men no larger than 44 coat size, women dress size 0 to 8. For new faces only. You cannot have worked on this project previously or be booked on upcoming days. No exceptions. So this suggests that there will be a scene in Avengers 4 where someone is gone and there's a mourning scene.
And
like
we can apply for that.
Yeah,
we could.
send Zainal to it as well.
It says here the film starts on Monday, October 23rd.
Okay, never mind.
In Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
I think you can still
fly
fly
that.
there.
Yeah.
I don't think you get paid enough for the air ticket.
that could be, kickstart to my Hollywood career.
Right. Yeah.
These extra, I don't think they ever get noticed enough to be pushed to another role.
Who do you think is the likely person that might not make it past Avengers 4?
Captain America.
I would say, Captain America. Why not? It could be also Winter Soldier or Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't want Hawkeye to die. I would like to just see him retire and then just take care of your kids and stay
go
out
back
of
to
this.
the farm.
Go back to the farm.
I'm not sure if this is correct, but Winter Soldier replaced Captain America
In the
at
comics.
one
In the
point,
comics, yeah.
Yes.
because he died
Yeah.
and someone else replaced him.
In the comics, Winter Soldier has replaced Captain America.
Hawkeye has no.
Not Hawkeye.
Falcon
has
replaced
Captain America.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Next bit of Marvel news. Did you guys watch the new Black Panther trailer?
I did.
Yeah.
You
You
did?
did it. Oh.
I saw it, like the thumbnail.
And you
I'm gonna
couldn't
watch it
be-
later.
Later never came.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
So, what did you think, Del? I'm not gonna bother asking TV because he's just gonna try and make stuff up. It was good.
I saw Black Panther. The suit nice.
He was jumping around.
Like a panther.
No, I think what surprised me the most is Michael B. Jordan's character, who kind of morphed into.
His
helmet came into.
He
his,
stood there with like normal clothes, and then he was about to have a fight with Black Panther,
Or is
with
it Black
T'Challa,
Panther?
or he was gonna have a fight with someone, and then his clothes just sort of disintegrated away,
Yeah.
and then
his clothes didn't disintegrate and then left him naked.
then
Something came on.
something came on like just like a Black Pantherish suit which had
with a head.
like leopard print on it.
Leopard
a little
print,
bit.
Is it like Iron Man-ish?
No.
Okay.
It's like
It's not mechanical. It's like organic. Like it just comes.
it's like, you know what? It's like Star-Lord's helmet.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, something like that. But it's just that
okay, yeah.
we don't know what made it go that way. Yes, that.
We don't know what made it go. Pew.
Yeah, but when in the last final 30 seconds, I thought the editing of the trailer was very well.
Yeah,
Because he was jumping around, he was like doing all these things that we've never seen before, because it is his first movie, and he can climb buildings on the scale, the side of the building. jump on
He
cars.
can run on the building sideways on the
Oh
walls.
yeah, that's right.
Is it
That's
his
right.
first movie?
It's his first movie.
Yeah, it's his first
Solo
movie.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
And then we saw like a shot of Klaus from Avengers: Age of
Yeah.
Ultron, and
he's got his
hand that was cut off in
Yeah.
in that movie, and his hand opens up and it's a gun.
I don't know where the gun appears from. Is it like from his forearm or is it from his
Like from the hand, and
the
like
tip of the hand?
the two fingers sort of move aside,
Oh,
and then
really?
like a barrel comes out.
I did not
Yeah.
bother to freeze frame that.
I did.
I also like the rest of the ladies in this film.
Yes, very
they look-
strong female characters.
Yeah.
There was that beginning scene where they were coming back into Wakanda,
yeah.
and then she was flying the plane with using her hands like that.
Yeah, it's just floating on top of the
Of the controls.
Yeah.
Like, what if she had to like scratch her nose or something?
So the plane will just go one side,
Or if if she had like a fit of road rage, oi!
and then the plane will fire missiles
Yeah,
at innocent. The lore of this Wakanda is supposed to be older than when even Stark Technologies came to be.
yeah.
Yeah, so the technology dates back even further,
Are they more advanced? than
and
Stark
they
Technology?
are.
Oh,
That's why.
okay.
That's what I'm getting at. It's more advanced, but it's even older than the rest of the world.
So then that would mean like the Wakandan tech, meaning vibranium and all that.
Yeah.
It's like part of their culture. And
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like how going back to Star Wars, Mandalorian armor is part of their culture as well, and it goes back within their history, so it's part of their identity.
Okay.
So vibranium is part of Wakanda.
All right, Black Panther is coming out in February next year, 2018. We're all looking forward. We'll probably go and watch it as well. Well, not probably, definitely for sure. Next bit of Marvel news again. Guardians 3 will help launch the MCU's new story, according to James Gunn. So I think the next Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be like the turning point of the MCU.
Like-
Yeah,
Change
Yeah.
of the baton or something. Is it?
Kind of like James Gunn put a tweet out and he said like read Kevin Feige's quotes and not the static around them. It's the end of one long story and the beginning of another. And he said this with regards to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah, I have a feeling, reading all these things coming out from Marvel, that the next phase, whatever they're going to call it, is not going to be Phase 4. It's going to be set mostly in space.
Like the cosmic side
Cosmic
of it.
side,
Yeah.
yes. And we might get a new set of Avengers that can go into space.
Oh,
I'm just guessing. But
Probably a
there
new
will
villain
be,
as well.
Yeah, because Captain Marvel can go into space as well.
yeah.
You have Guardians, and then Doctor Strange might travel astral planes.
To be fair, Iron Man can go into space as well. He's
True,
he's got the armor. Yeah, he's got this.
He just gotta tweak it. The armors he's had in 1, 2, 3 doesn't allow him to go to space.
No, they don't. Yeah,
Not yet.
but they have like the expanded armor series where
Sure.
he's got like a Star Boost suit and all that, which
Yes.
can go into space.
I've got a Lego minifigure of
The-
Iron Man that can go to space.
The
It's
white one.
color.
Yeah, the white one.
the white one.
Yeah, there you go. That's Star Boost. All right, Kevin Feige has said that a female Thor has great potential for the MCU.
What else is he gonna say? Of course, he's gonna say yes. It could be a possibility. He can't just shoot down
Could
the
be
idea.
an animal as well. If he said it, it's like possibility.
Any
Raccoon.
character, raccoon. We've got raccoon
We've got a
already.
raccoon.
Yeah,
already.
but he could be the next Thor.
Oh.
If he wanted to.
But he cannot. I mean, he has to leave like doors open slightly, maybe even just a crack,
Yeah.
so that there is a possibility that they could bring in all these characters in the future.
Yeah, so not to shut the door on them now to say that there's a
Yeah.
definite no, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? This lady Thor could appear alongside Thor himself, and then maybe they just call her
Thoress.
Thoress. Hey,
I was thinking Thora.
Thora.
Thor.
No, I don't know.
All right, here we go. Ant-Man and the Wasp rumor hints at a Civil War aftermath. So the rumor here is that Ant-Man and the Wasp movie will take place after Civil War, which is after Ant-Man and the rest of them are freed
Yes,
from the
from the
prison.
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I would
Makes
like to
sense.
see that. Like,
Yeah.
it would be kind of cool if not all of the characters from Civil War, but some of them, the ones that were held captive,
See how they escape.
see how they escape. And it was sort of like a escape from prison and running from and trying to get back into doing hero business.
I don't think we'll see the actual process
Oh, okay.
because at the end of the movie Civil War, Captain America has already freed them.
Oh.
He's freed them. You see like a brief image of him in the prison, looking through the glass, the prison, and then that was the rescue. That was the rescue. And then now they've all gone their separate ways, and then Ant-Man goes back to his own life.
So he's back with Hank Pym and
the Wasp.
Yeah, and the Wasp. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see where the story goes.
Yeah.
Going back to Thora or Thores, are you going to bring up that news where Valkyrie is asking for an all-female Avengers movie?
No, I read about it, but I didn't think it was. Yeah.
I that interests me more
Really?
than anything else.
Like
Yes,
an all-female.
Yeah, they could bring in She-Hulk. They could bring in a lot of other female characters as well.
So this would be like DC's Sirens. Sort of like it's just all not the villains, but all the female characters.
So Sirens are the bad guys, right?
Yeah,
I mean
correct.
the bad girls. So this one will be the female version of Avengers. I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
And the title that she brought up in one of the panels they did was it was led by her.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's why she's the one bringing it up.
She's gonna
Kevin
start a
Feige.
revolution.
Yeah, that I'm interested.
Okay. Here's a better news for Tibi and fellow Funko Pop collectors.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Stan Lee's Marvel cameo characters are all getting Funko Pops.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's gonna sell out so fast.
It's how many have there been?
A lot.
Every single Marvel movie.
Probably gonna make like 5 or 6.
Well, not
actually.
every. I mean,
yeah,
Not the
5 or
Fox
6.
one. Not the Fox one.
Initially, they are releasing 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's
And
one.
he's old. He's gonna. You know,
Is your theory
What
working
TV
again?
is saying is that the prices for these things will shoot up
yes, in the
sooner
near
rather
fu-
than later.
yes.
Oh well, but yeah, they announced it, and they're getting Stan Lee's figures from Captain America, the first Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy, and and Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
I'm not sure if I'm motivated enough to collect them.
Oh,
Really, Stan Lee?
the prices might shoot up.
Yeah, but it's an old guy.
Yeah. See, wait.
It's not cool. Like I bought Voltron. It's so many colors and it's cool looking.
They might make him colorful. I don't know.
We'll see.
But I'm more interested with
price.
all these movies that he made cameos in. I cannot recall
Like the
the
specific
actual
characters,
cameo.
right?
Yeah, I can think about the Avengers one where he appeared as like Hugh Hefner.
No, that was
Oh, that was Iron Man.
First
Sorry,
Iron Man. Yeah.
The first Avengers was
I
I
don't
can't-
remember.
Okay, the best one was still Civil War. He came at the end carrying delivering DHL. FedEx.
Tony Stank.
Tony Stank.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Okay,
Yes.
I don't know. I'll look into it. I don't know.
We'll see. I'll
we'll
need
see.
to see if it looks nice.
All right. Gambit, the film, will start filming in New Orleans despite delays.
Sorry, what? It'll start filming?
Yeah, it will film in New Orleans.
Is the director confirmed?
Well, apparently, yeah, Gore Verbinski has, earlier this month announced that he is boarding the project.
Okay.
And the studio last week, as we mentioned, has announced that it's going to release the movie on February 14th, 2019.
Correct.
So, I don't know. Things are looking like they're moving ahead.
I still don't like him though. I still don't like the guy who's
Tatum?
Channing Tatum. I don't
Really?
I don't know. He dances.
So?
I just can't take it seriously.
I dance too, TB. You don't take
Yeah.
me seriously.
Yeah, but you won't be Gambit. So it's
Shut down.
Oh,
Shut
I'll
down.
throw a pack of cards at your face.
Try,
The whole pack.
try a box.
The box.
I don't know.
All right, that was the last bit of Marvel news. Here's the one DC news that we do have.
Okay.
A script for Justice League 2 is currently being written.
Interesting. Very
So
interesting.
they're really planning ahead on this one. I mean,
I thought this is the end of Justice League. This is like one and gone.
well, you never know. It might still be
Yes,
because
it might still be.
because of their history. But
They're just asking someone to write a script in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
So this poor writer has to write in case they don't get Ben Affleck, in case they do get Ben Affleck, in case they lose somebody else, in case they do a flashpoint and reset the whole thing, and different flashpoints and different scripts. Oh, he's gonna write a lot of scripts.
Do I include Jared Leto?
Is
Is it someone else?
it Leonardo?
All right. So that's the only bit of news. Justice League coming out in November, mid-November here in Brunei.
No, early November.
Early November, early-ish.
Should be
Yeah.
early-ish.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I just want to watch it and get it over with, and hopefully, my fears are unfounded
Yeah.
for this movie.
Yes.
All right, we talked about Pacific Rim and how it's coming out with a new movie called Uprising next year, 2018. I'm kind of excited to see it.
Same.
Yeah, TB's excited to see it because
I loved it.
It looks very Power Rangers
Yes.
That's why. Here's a bit of news which is surprising. Pacific Rim could cross over with Godzilla and King Kong, says the director.
But they're way in the future.
Now, the article says, it's something that's been talked about among Pacific Rim fans since the first film, whether or not it would make sense for Jaegers to fight the classic monsters like Godzilla and King Kong. Now, as it turns out, the film's director, Pacific Rim's director, a guy named Steve S. DeKnight, feels that it is at least possible.
Okay, I'll leave this to Del.
What else is he gonna say? Like, nope, definitely not. It's never going to happen in my lifetime. I don't know if I want this, but is it interesting? Maybe.
I mean, the only way I could see a crossover is like someone developed the first ever Jaeger
In the past.
in the past.
And it wasn't like cool like how we see it in the trailer. It's like
they needed 4 people to
and it was run with like tractor engines and
yeah, something like that.
But then Godzilla and supposedly King Kong is going to be growing in size. They will not be able to be in the same level as, what is it called?
the Jaegers.
Jaeger.
The Jaegers, yes. The Jaegers are not going to be in the same size.
But we saw that already in the trailer for Pacific Rim Uprising, like the 3 kaijus combined to make one
Right.
huge kaiju.
But then the Jaegers did not combine.
well, no,
it's going to.
we don't know yet. No.
It doesn't look like they were all surprised. Oh my god, those monsters can combine. Did the monsters really combine? I'm still...
Yeah, they combine. I mean, it's very heavily suggested in the trailer, and you see
They
like
evolve or
melding
something,
and
yeah.
and
Okay.
they become 3 times as big as opposed to a normal kaiju.
I thought it's just the one monster becoming bigger.
No, they combine 3 into 1.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Interesting. I really want to watch this.
I'm not a fan.
think the only way to maybe get Dell on board is to say like, what if the kaijus combine and then like King Kong and all that, they keep growing and they're huge. The Jaegers are not going to be big enough. That's when you call the Power Rangers.
Yeah. Or, maybe the Power Rangers are their predecessors. I don't know.
It's so messy now. Nope, not a movie I want to watch. I'm just playing it through my head, and it's not a movie I want to watch.
All right, moving it on to the next bit of news. Now, we talked about the new Predator movie that's coming out and how it's a sequel to the 1987 original Predator film. It kind of looks like they're discounting Predator 2 and the other movies.
Yeah.
So this Shane Black sequel, we talked about the poster and how it's coming out, and we weren't sure whether or not it was an original poster because it didn't look official.
Yeah.
But we have had a motion poster come out
Right.
with the lightning, and it
Yes.
says The Predator,
Yeah.
and it's coming out next year. What do you think about that?
The poster, or it's coming out next year?
Both.
Because I did not like this poster at all.
Really?
I think it's again, Predator should be in the jungle, and with this Predator face looming over a city,
Like suburbia,
yeah, I am not interested. I don't care for it right now, but I'm holding on to hope because it is a Shane Black movie,
Yeah.
and it's coming out next year. I cannot wait.
February 2018.
Yeah, February.
It's going to be starring people like Olivia Munn, Boyd Holbrook, Sterling K. Brown,
Yep.
Jacob Tremblay, and here's a surprise for me, 50 Cent.
50
50
cents.
cent.
50 cents in this movie.
Is he gonna be the Predator?
Ouch. I don't think so.
That guy is still. I'm surprised this guy is still acting. I mean, he's still getting jobs. He's not that great.
Yeah. But you don't, we've learned in Hollywood you don't have to be great.
True,
To get jobs.
but then you see those that are not great, they suddenly just fall off.
Drop off.
Maybe
and
he's
fall off the
in
map.
the movie as himself.
Yeah.
He's
It's like-
rapping.
No, he's not rapping anymore. He's retired now and he's living in suburbia.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the Predator comes to his house and is like, "What are you doing in my house?" No?
Takes
All right.
out-
Never mind.
Takes out his AK. Da, 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 da.
Maybe.
Nope. Nope.
He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger for this one.
No.
No.
All
Well,
right.
I'm gonna be back.
Last bit of news for this week on the podcast. I did not know whether or not I wanted to read this bit of news, but here we go. Star Wars, John Boyega teases a Finn and Poe relationship. And the room went quiet.
I'm thinking.
Like bros
Like,
relationship. You know?
Now, here's the article. After the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens, many fans expressed the desire to see Finn and Poe enter a romantic relationship of some
what
sort.
fans?
While it is still unknown if they actually will, Boyega has been teasing the possibility, though it's going to have to be Poe who makes the first move.
Okay, that's funny. Like, we know he doesn't want it to happen, but like, I don't want to disregard it. So if it does happen,
Now, here's
I don't know.
here's the
I don't
actual
know.
quote when he was asked in an interview. "I think that Oscar is always looking at me with love in his eyes. I guess that the fans saw it and then they realized that either he needs to chill or come out."
it's not gonna happen.
It's not.
gonna
The
happen.
way that you've put this news and then the way that he said it, I don't think that is really in the script.
No, I doubt it's definitely not in the script.
Then this is not news.
Well, the fact that there's an article about it and
Oh,
he spoke
man.
about it in an interview.
It's like I don't
This
know
is
what to
bait,
say.
like clickbait. This is like clickbait.
Yeah, it's not like I'm homophobe or anything, but it's I don't know, not these characters, especially when Finn has looked so lovingly at Rey in the first movie that says that he's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Or it could be bi.
No, he's not.
All right, we're gonna move it.
If you say Poe, maybe, right? Poe, he's kind of like a metrosexual kind of vibe.
He
looks good. He's got a leather jacket.
He's a space guy, flying out in space.
Yeah, he shoots very well. Takes down all these stormtroopers on the ground with his X-wing.
I don't know whether you're talking about him being
I'm attracted to him.
being a rebel or like because he's taking. Okay, never mind.
Okay, moving on.
That's the last bit of news for this
Okay.
week. That's the news this week on the Wayang Crew podcast. If you'd like to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so via our Gmail account, which is the Wayang Crew. That's one word at gmail.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter as well. So do hit us up.
We are.
Yeah, you keep forgetting that.
Twitter, we're on Twitter. Okay, good.
I don't
We're on
have
Twitter.
so
Oh, you don't? All right.
No.
Time to sign up.
Yeah. So do check us out on those social media platforms. Now, we're going to get to the next bit of the show, which is our movie review this week. And it's about a movie called Happy Death
Death
Day.
Day.
I watched this movie yesterday. I saw the trailer for it come out a couple of months ago. And I thought, wait a minute. From this trailer, it kind of seems like a Groundhog Day kind of situation where she keeps dying on that day. And as she dies, she wakes up and it's the beginning of the day. Mm-hmm. And she's given infinite, not infinite as we find out in the movie, but seemingly infinite tries at staying alive or catching
solving
the killer.
who is killing her.
And
Yeah.
that's one of the problems which I'll touch on later.
All right, which you can touch on now.
Okay. This problem.
Oh, wait.
that I
Moving
have-
forward, this is a
Oh,
spoiler
right.
review.
Okay.
So if you have not watched this movie and plan to, don't listen to this review because we will be spoiling certain aspects of this movie.
Yeah. There are things to spoil.
Yes, there are things to spoil this movie. So with that, take it away, Del.
I don't like how that is being put into it. Like she keeps getting weaker, but we don't see her getting weaker.
Yeah.
She just say I'm getting weaker, and then she just runs off doing everything the same. So
well, there was like a one scene thing where she did look like she was getting weaker, where she woke up once and then it hurt.
yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
and then
that's it. And as the day progresses, she's fine.
No, she faints.
She faints.
She faints
There
and
was
then
one time.
She faints.
Yeah.
Then the next day, she's fine.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Next day.
And it's
like-
said by the doctor to her that the lacerations in your
Yeah.
lungs, it's a wonder that you're alive.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're supposed to be dead.
So apparently the internal injuries are supposed to carry over with her as she resets the day.
No.
No?
That was not really a set rule for this movie. I don't think.
Okay.
Because she's gone through, like, she's been hit by a car. She's been stabbed.
She's been blown up.
Blown up.
Yeah.
How does your internal go and
Mend itself.
put itself together when just like because that one, maybe it was because she was stabbed and then there was an internal laceration.
Yeah.
But that does not explain the rest of how she got killed. I don't think that made sense, and I don't think they've explained enough for this to set up the rule.
Yeah.
You can't just have the character say one morning that, oh, I'm getting weaker. I don't think I can. I have too many lives left.
Because she does say that she feels like a cat who has like 9 lives,
Yes.
and she's reaching the end of it.
Yes, because on the final day that when she went to fight when she battled it out with the bad guy,
Yeah.
she looked fine.
Super badass.
Yeah. She looks stronger than him.
But then that could be the power of love.
Power of love.
Yeah.
No. This is like it's an entertaining movie. Yeah, I was entertained, even though it's nowhere as good as Groundhog Day. It's just
No.
Groundhog Day with a horror or slasher twist,
A thrillerish kind of twist to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's I think this girl Jessica Roth, right? Her name.
Yep, Jessica Roth, yeah.
She carried the movie really well because every frame is on her.
Yep.
It's her story, and for somebody who is as unknown as she is, she carried the movie on her own, which I was very surprised. And whether or not it's pure talent or just pure looks, that is yet to be determined.
Yeah.
TB will have his opinion about this.
His
I
thoughts
think.
about it, yeah.
Yeah. TB, what do you think? It's pure talent or?
I think it's because she's pretty. I think she's
okay.
because, yeah.
She's pretty, that's
She's
it.
pretty. I mean, yeah, she's sure she can act, but there was nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it's not extra.
Yeah, it's not like a really difficult
Yeah.
part to play. I'm not an actor myself. I'm just saying, like, it's not that emotional.
I mean, anyone can.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of people can do what she's
Yeah.
done, but
So it could be anyone else acting in this role. And,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But
But
that being said, she did carry the movie well. And,
yeah,
you know,
she did have
She had
that
good
charisma.
facial
expressions.
She's got-
expressions, yeah.
You saw the fears, the
her-
confusion.
Her face is good.
Face is good. Her face is good. Shout out to Hazel.
Like, I wouldn't say anyone can do it. Who was the girl from the vampire movie? I don't think she could do it.
Vampire movie?
The
Which vampire?
The one that sparkles.
Oh,
What's her name?
oh,
Twilight.
Twilight, the girl.
The one who cheated on the boyfriend with the director.
Yeah, I don't think
gosh.
she can do it. She doesn't.
The one that
have
face no
much-
emotion one.
Yes, no.
Yeah. What's her name?
Uh,
Damn it.
Elizabeth
Bella.
Cullen.
Bella.
No, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
Bella.
I like the girl in this movie. She
More than Bella.
yeah.
She has a lot of facial expression.
That's not saying a lot, but
Yeah.
but it wasn't a super out of the ordinary acting.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
is-
Yeah.
I thought the story structure was okay. It was not great. There is a big twist in this film, but the payoff is not great
No.
for that
No.
that
Yeah.
sort of twist.
Yeah.
Scriptwriting could have been better. Like
Yeah.
you said, why would she need to go into the murderer's room?
Yeah.
She could have just
Call the cops and he's gonna escape. If you check his restraints, they're open and whatnot. And, once again spoilers. Like she could have done so many other things, but she chose to do
Like-
all the good things and say sorry to people and go on a date rather than sorting out this killer that she knows is going to escape. And
Yeah.
I mean, she bought like wooden planks and nail guns in her room. She could have used that at the hospital.
Yeah.
yeah,
She boarded up her room.
Yeah.
Windows, doors.
that was the second.
And yet,
yeah, he was
the
inside.
killer is inside. It's
But no,
ridiculous.
the killer was the roommate.
Yeah, but
For
she
that
boarded up the door. She blocked the door. She boarded up the windows.
And the roommate wasn't there.
No.
You didn't know. Maybe she was hiding the toilet.
Under the table. Under the bed.
Ah.
This whole time she was working on the room.
Yeah, so big twist at the end of this movie. She does find the killer, who is apparently a convicted murderer who is in the hospital for treatment, who escapes and then goes on the killing spree, and she happens to be one of the victims. Now that's the main killer that is killing her. But then the twist behind all this is that the person who set the killer loose is her roommate, who doesn't like her.
Yes.
Which I thought was a good twist, but then again, like I said,
stupid as well.
kind of stupid as well. The payoff wasn't great, and this and that. And she only realizes this because on the day that she survives not being killed by the murderer, she still died. She still died because she ate the cake.
Yeah.
That
the roommate made.
The roommate had baked
But
for her.
I don't understand how the killer didn't kill the roommate in the first place.
Yeah,
Because
the
the
roommate is
released her.
The roommate is not blonde.
so he's like a serial killer, and
Serial
his-
killer.
For blonde
Yeah.
girls.
That's
Okay.
what I thought. There's a certain look.
Okay.
But the way that this movie kind of separates itself, or want to separate itself from Groundhog Day,
yeah,
was that in Groundhog Day you see Bill Murray doing a lot of good deeds.
yeah.
To the point where he's done everything, and then
there's like a self-improvement thing as well for himself.
Yes.
He learns to play the piano. Yeah.
And this one, there was one day when she did it. Just one day where she went out and do all these good deeds, and then she still ended up dying, right? So she
Yeah.
got frustrated, and then she didn't want to do it anymore. So she went back to herself, like,
And then she
I'm not gonna be
tried
good.
to run away.
Yeah.
She wanted to pack her bags.
I don't know if that is a good thing for this movie. Part of me wanted to see like the Groundhog Day aspect of improving yourself,
Yeah, like learning something.
yeah. This one it tried to go there, and then it abandoned it, so that it's kind of because it's not Groundhog Day.
I believe like she still became a good person at the end of the day.
Oh,
Or you'd like to believe.
No, yeah, because she was scared
'Cause of her
because she
looks
thought
and-
she thought she solved everything, but then it's
yeah.
Yeah,
she
so
still
she
died.
freaked out.
Yeah, she freaked out.
So you're saying that the last day where she thought she did good things and then it was done, that was justified because of
Yeah.
the situation she was in.
Then she still died. And it's like she didn't know what happened,
Yeah.
and she finally realized it was the cake.
I'll tell you why she didn't become a good person at the end.
Why?
Because on that day that she killed her roommate,
yeah.
she did not go and stop the serial killer.
The serial killer didn't get released.
Yeah, the serial killer would not have been.
Oh
released.
yeah, that,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take it back.
So
okay,
good-
so
good
she's a good
She's a good person.
10 out of 10. Oh yeah, that escaped my mind.
All right. This movie is not, like we said at the beginning of this review. This movie is not a great movie, but it's still enjoyable. Like we had.
I enjoyed it.
When we watched it in the cinema.
I wept a bit
Oh wow. Okay, I was gonna say.
What?
I was gonna say that.
when she met the father.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought the father was just like a stone face.
no emotion.
No acting.
I was actually gonna say that there were people in the cinema, watching the same show, and they were very invested in it.
Oh yeah?
And they were like, "Oh, come on!" And yeah, I thought it was nice because it does get you in that situation,
Right.
to feel what she's feeling, the whole panic and the frustration, and
Yeah.
the suspense is there, of course, for the scenes where she's about to get killed or the killer's coming, and it makes it more terrifying that he's wearing a
baby
mask,
mask.
which is a baby face, which is the
Yeah.
mascot of the school
Which is
football
so
team.
What is
Creepy.
why would a school have a mascot with a baby face?
I don't know.
It is so weird.
Okay.
But speaking of like the atmosphere in the cinema, right? When I was watching it, sitting beside me was this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's expecting all these scares, right? He knows what the movie is. So when the first time that she got killed, the killer came into the tunnel, right? From
Jump,
behind
jump.
her or
Yeah.
jump. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
jump.
jump down. Yeah.
When he jumped down, that guy went, ah! I kid you not. It was like a 2-second scream.
The dude,
The dude.
was he alone?
Yeah, I think so. He went for a 2-second scream for the first time that the killer came out. The second time the killer came out, or the second time that mascot came from behind her at the door,
Yeah.
when she went into the house,
Yep.
he also screamed, but it was a 1-second scream.
So it got progressively less.
It got progressively left. Yes.
So whatever it was like a huh?
Yeah. That one time I felt that the chair moved only.
So it became silent.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What did you think of this movie, guys? And your final rating for Happy Death Day?
6.8 for me. 6.8 knives for me.
6.8 knives.
Yeah.
Knives. All right.
Okay. I thought it was entertaining. I didn't regret going to it because when I watched the trailer, I didn't even bother. Like I told myself this is not gonna be good. But then all the reviews came out very positive, so I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't regret going for it, so I will give it a 6.5 out of 10 baby faces.
Oh, you took my.
Oh, did I?
Oh man, damn it!
Then go for cupcakes.
Yes. All right.
Or the candles.
I'm gonna give this Happy Death Day a 6 out of 10. Like slightly lower than you guys, but I did still enjoy it, and I didn't regret watching it. The only reason I'm doing it is because I'm giving it a 6 is because I know that there are movies out there
A lot
like
better than this.
Groundhog Day, and then more recently we had Edge of Tomorrow, which took this whole restarting the day thing to a scientific fictional kind of thing, and it was explainable through that. But overall, it's still fun to watch. So I would not say that this is a family movie that you take your kids to.
No, there were a lot of curses.
Yeah, there were a lot of curse words in this.
Were there?
Yeah, we were censored.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were all censored. That's why there weren't any curse words.
But you knew what they were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you have it. That's our review of Happy Death Day. And if you haven't watched it and are planning to, go check it out. It's a fun time. You will, maybe hopefully not like us, not regret watching this movie in the cinemas. And if you'd like to tell us what you think of Happy Death Day, get in touch with us on our Gmail, which is the wayangcrew@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now we're going to move on to the last bit of the show, which is...
Oi, apa liat-liat? Apa liat-liat? Hoi, 看什么看? Apa liat-liat?
Apa liat liat?
你看什么看？
Apa liat-liat? 是我是小了.
Yep, that's right. It's Apa Liat Liat, and basically it's what we've been watching besides Happy Death Day this week. Del, what have you been watching?
I have been watching Thor and Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, like recapping before Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, this is what I usually do. If I have more time, I'll even watch Avengers, but I don't. So last night I watched Thor. Today I'm watching Thor 2.
Okay.
And then stopping in the middle because I had to come here to record this podcast.
Well, we're sorry.
And I'll go back to finish it. But the first one is still great. I think the Kenneth Branagh really directed it so well that he blended the two universe, or the two worlds, or the two realms, as what Thor calls it, so well. Like, because part of the movie happens in Asgard, part of the movie happens on Earth.
Yeah.
And all these characters, like these god characters coming to Earth, you don't feel too jarring. And he did it in such a Shakespearean way because he's done a lot of plays as well. So he seemed like the perfect director for Thor 1.
Yeah.
Thor 2 is, just, it's alright. I don't hate it. Not like other people. I don't hate Natalie Portman's performances in these movies, not like other people as well. I thought she delivered the lines that was written so well that, that's the best that she could do. Yeah.
I like the pet store scene. The one he wanted to get a horse.
In the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, he wanted to buy a horse.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Anything else?
I started watching Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, good.
Episode 1 and 2 of the new season, the final season. It's about Mandalorian and their armors, so that's why it came to my mind just now. Rebels is always good.
I should start watching that.
Yeah. See who dies.
Spoiler.
They have to die because they don't make it into they don't make it into episode 4.
Yeah.
So it's like Rogue One all over again, except Captain Syndulla, who we've heard in Rogue One, and also the droid.
Okay.
Yeah.
TV?
I watched Club de Cuervos on Netflix. It's a Mexican Netflix series.
Can you say the name again?
Club de Cuervos. In English, it means Club of Crows.
Ah.
Crows.
a-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's about a football club named Club de Cuervos, who is owned by this big businessman who died and left it with his 2 kids. Who one of them is a brat, one of them is a businesswoman.
Okay.
And then they fight about how to handle this club, and then the club got relegated. And then now I'm in season 3 where they're back to the first league.
Season 3.
Yeah.
You don't know you're talking to 2 guys who don't understand the words relegated and
Like they went below the tier.
Actually, I understood where.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was in UK for a while.
so
Okay?
so just me. All right.
Different tiers of league.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't in the elite tier anymore. They were
So they were in the B,
yeah,
the
it
B
was
league,
B
Yeah.
and the
league.
C league.
Yeah, because they kept losing. And then now they're back in the elite tier. And then we found like they start working together. And then it's a good series if you're interested in like football.
How many are there?
What?
Seasons.
Now it's the 3rd season.
So
Oh, it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it
Check it out on Netflix.
because it's Mexican
Yeah.
and
Because
it's not English, so
Yeah.
they probably don't put it like at the front of
Yeah.
Netflix.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You have to really go in and search for it.
Yeah.
Club de Cuervos.
How did you find it, TV?
I don't know. I was just scrolling around Netflix.
And then you saw this and then decided to.
because I watch a lot
They
of
had
foreign.
to be something that dragged you into
Yeah.
click on the
No,
thumbnail,
Not really.
like a hot chick or
No,
something.
there weren't any. I watch a lot of foreign stuff on Netflix.
Okay.
So like Japanese, Korean, and this popped up because I watched this foreign.
Ah.
So I started watching it. It wasn't that bad.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
how I-
All right. Well, I'm worse than you this week because I haven't actually watched anything new, but I have been catching up on the releases that have been coming out for the regulars, like what we talked about last week. Riverdale's got a new episode, so the story is progressing somewhere. Star Trek Discovery, which I actually like.
Right.
Like it's
Nice.
actually a good show.
Okay.
I haven't started watching that.
Yeah, and
It's been on the Netflix thumbnail, the top,
because
like, favorite.
it's like highly rated, and
Yeah.
people are watching it.
Yeah.
The Orville, for some reason, has not had any episodes come out this week. And we just had the new season of Madam Secretary,
Oh.
which I actually really like.
Yeah. Its first season was interesting. I didn't continue.
I think they're on season 4.
Yeah.
And it's Tia Leone who plays the U.S. Secretary of State, and all her little
Tia Leone forever will be that chick from Bad Boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
The model's friend
Yeah. The mom's friend.
who just happened to see the killing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was her best role.
I'm like Larry.
Magalare.
My Larry.
I know what I'll be watching next week though.
What?
Stranger Things.
Yes, Stranger Things season 2 is coming out. I might do a recap of season 1.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a time like
Maybe we can talk about that next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
there's like how many days left for
The countdown.
Yeah, the countdown on Netflix.
On Netflix.
So have
Yeah.
to start watching now.
Yeah.
The season 1
Wow.
to catch up.
Okay. Yep. So that's the show this week, I guess, for the Wayang Crew. Once again, if you'd like to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so via our Gmail account, which is thewayangcrew@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and do get in touch with us there. So that's me, Kevin, signing off for this week on the Wayang Crew. Thanks to my co-hosts for coming and talking
Yep.
about Happy Death Day and all the bits of news that we talk about every week. And, that's it for this week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.